Hey guys, welcome back to Flying in Space with Planethead. This is, I guess it would be like day 2 of an unscripted set of videos. I always do unscripted sets of videos. Of recalibrating after FanFest. If you watched yesterday's video, uh, I've thought about this for like a week or so. As soon as I got back from FanFest, and currently my goal is to focus on major things going forward. Going from a kind of doing beginner player type of videos to kind of a medium type player videos. Something where I start forcing myself to challenge myself a little bit more. With that, the focus being on helping out my corporation as much as possible, and then also going back to the original plan of trying to get into some PvP, probably around gate camp busting and that sort of thing. And in the organization of getting everything together, I've gone back and found all of my accounts that I've made over the last 10 years, because I've done a lot of little projects with new characters, and I've taken some breaks from Eve, and I've gone through and basically moved 80% of all of my characters to one system, the system of Orville that's out in Placid, because it gives me, I think, some of the best opportunities to both help my corporation, but also to, down the road, get into a little bit of PvP and analyzing gate camps and things like that. So, that said, a little bit of an update. If you watched yesterday's video, I have one more account to bring on over. And I'm running a little bit late tonight because, number one, I watched the Eagles game and we won barely. And then number two, I forgot to feed the dog or get food for the dogs. I had to run out to the store. I meant to actually boot in earlier to hang out with my court mates, but I think I might have missed them. But hopefully I'll catch up with them the next day or two. That said, I did find a couple more characters. I have one more account to go. And as you know me, I do this unscripted, and I really don't worry too much about anything. I have one more account here left to find over the last several years. Yesterday's epiphanies that I found, or this week's epiphanies as I've been moving these characters, is that I had found a character by the name of Planethead that I'd never remembered that I had made, and that was made back in 2018. And I guess I played with him for quite a while because he had 10,000 skill points, or 10 million skill points. Here's the funny part, and I'm starting to have flashbacks, because today I pulled up an account, and one of the characters on it, which was made 2 years later, was under the name Planethead, but without a space. And this is how terrible and how short-term, or how my memory is terrible. I remember for a fact now, I'd forgotten that I'd created both of these accounts back then. But I also now remember, whenever I created this character, I had done a search to see if I could create a character named Planethead, because I'd completely forgotten at this time that I had made this character. So this has been kind of a trip down memory lane. If you guys, what I'm doing is I'm going to start setting aside just like 30 minutes a day, probably in the morning when I get my morning coffee and stuff, to slowly start moving some stuff around and get things into a better position. I'm going to start eliminating characters and focusing on just probably 3 accounts. And make those as helpful to my corporation and playstyle as possible to move to that next level. That said, today is the next step of that. Now, I have one more account that I have to check, but I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, because I really got tired of hauling ships over. And as I move some stuff, if I find something cool, I will let you guys know. Also, I've gotten some good feedback in the comment section of ways that I can actually figure out what is good loot that I might want to pick up, and what I might want to just leave out there or just destroy, that sort of thing. But I'm looking forward to that. That said, coffee time. What's the next step as far as I don't want to be hauling stuff here and there all the time of stuff that I've done in the past. I want to be able to play the game and shoot at things. Whether it be rocks, whether it be at NPCs, whether it be people, I want to start doing something. So I went back, and my main character that I've been playing recently over the last 6 months or so, who I'm going to continue, and this is going to be my main character that I probably do videos for, Pilgrim, pulled him up, and I started analyzing. This is a character that I've been living out in Curse with over the last 4 or 5 months, having a lot of fun out there, and I learned a lot living out there. I have moved them over to Orville and Placid, but I didn't take anything with me. And so I need a ship to do something with other than my hauler that I brought with me. So I'm going to take what I've learned over the last series. If you watched the last month or so, I was doing a series on called 30 Days to Mars, where I took a character and I was just doing some mission running for the first time. And never really did a lot of mission running back in the day. I did a lot of distribution missions just to roll around, but not a lot of mission running as far as security missions or trying to get into the can't think of the name of it. Sisters of Eve mission is the type of it. Blah 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 blah. The epic arcs. So my character Pilgrim that you see here is an Omega account character. Let me just pull him up here. And this is going to be the main one that I have in most of my videos, I think, going forward. Because this is going to be the one I'm going to have the most fun with. But he is an Omega character, so he is eligible to do the epic arcs. Now you can do the Sisters of Eve as an alpha, but you can't do the rest of them unless you're an epic. You can do a level 4 missions. Now, right now, as you see, his faction standings aren't the best in the world. They're basically under 2.0. So what I thought was, over the next while, I'm going to start rolling through missions. If I find some good content, I'll record those and start getting my skills up. That'll give me something that I can do on a daily basis and keep it progressing. Because I actually kind of liked doing that mission running, and this will open those doors to me and maybe give me some content for some videos. But the second part is I'll be able to make some ISK. Might be able to, but the third part is I'm going to start trying a bunch of different ships, and rather than progress through or wait until I get the skills. It takes a while to get the skills to run different things. Right now I'm in pretty good shape with frigate skills, and I progressed to a point where I can fly cruisers and battle cruisers, but really those don't do me a whole lot of good if I'm doing level 2 or level 1 missions. So what I've decided to do is I've flown over to Dixie, which is only about 6 or 7 jumps away, and I'm going to pick up a frigate, probably a Tristan. I want to look at my skills real quick first, and I'm going to fit that out in this video using a couple of different ways. Now, this is not going to be the greatest fit ever, but I'm going to look at my skills that I've got and see what might be the best things that I can do, and then what skills I need to improve upon to maybe move to that next level and keep progressing in those fashions so we can keep moving up. And once I get to be able to do level 3 missions, then I will move into the cruiser stage or the battle cruiser stage, and then past that, I'll move into the battleship stage. That'll be my daily fun that I can blow things up with. On the other side, this character can fly covert ops frigates. So I can start scouting out and watching gate camps and doing videos of those and getting your feedback on what might be the best ways of taking on those gate camps as both a solo and a fleet guy. So, going to be a lot of interesting stuff over the next 3 months. I've got mission running. I've got being a sneaky scouty guy over gate camps if I could find them, and also learning how the best way to find those fights. And then third, but not least, is going out and finding all this junk that I've got lying around and bringing it to Orville. And now the one last thing that I will do, number 4, but maybe the most important, is I'm going to be helping out my corporation, maybe fleeting up, doing some things there. But I'm not probably going to make any videos of those. I will do maybe some recruitment videos or something like that. But I don't want to put them on the spot and make them. I don't want to have that unless they're okay. If they want a video, that's cool. But I want to keep that separate. But that's actually going to be my number 1 priority, is to progress myself and my abilities to then be able to help out my corporation as much as possible. Henceforth, let's get rolling here. I know that was a lot of talking, 11 minutes of talking. So let's check out what I've got and what I can do. Now, I just landed here into Dixie, and the only reason I pulled this up was trying to figure out what was the best station to get these. Now, I've got plenty of ISK that I've accrued on this character that I can just buy a ship. You know, for the last 2 years, I've been living a scavenger lifestyle where I've been building everything my own out in the middle of nowhere. Now I'm in high sec, and I can just buy whatever I need because I've accumulated this ISK over time, especially these low-level ships. So let's check out skills first. Now I'm assuming, since I can fly a Galente level 5 frigate, that I probably want to go with that first. Now, I'm not going to go with an upper level frigate just yet. I will within the next week or two. I'm going to start off with a simple frigate first, fly it over, use it for a little bit, and then go get a different one, fly it over, use it for a little bit, and then slowly progress from that, maybe get into assault frigates, that sort of thing, and then move into destroyers. The only reason I say that is I already know that this character has Galente Frigate 5. And then I look here and I know I've got Covert Ops 4, so that's in pretty good shape. I've got some Minmatar stuff here that I'd messed around with, and I'm actually up to Minmatar Battlecruiser 4, so, but I want to stay with the 5s. So we're going to go with the Galente Frigate, I think. And the other thing I want to make sure of before I do this is that I can fly drones. Because if I can't fly drones, flying the Tristan's kind of ridiculous. So if I remember correctly, yes, this ship does have light drone operation. It's got drones level 5. It's got some decent drone skills here that can definitely be improved. That'll be something I definitely want to move on with. So the other thing I need to do is go through all of my skills here. I had set this character up while I was living out in Curse, while I was doing that 30 Days to Mars thing, where I had thrown a bunch of stuff in here to just let him progress for a while. Now I'm going to be more focused and put that work together. I will mess with that tomorrow. Obviously, if I'm going to be doing more PvP and PvE, I probably don't need any advanced laboratory operation. But there's other things that could be helpful. So maybe I'll do a video on that. We'll go through that here. I just know that I can fly a Tristan pretty well right now. There's other things that I definitely could add on here, so that'll be another video there. Let's get into this Tristan, though. So first off, we got to buy one. Let's make sure I don't have one sitting here. That would make me laugh. So I've got a Velator sitting in system. I've got 2. So I'm going to go ahead and just buy Tristan. Buy this. Just want to have it here and get into it. And going to assemble the ship. And then we're going to make it active. And then the single most important thing is do I have any skins for this ship that I've accumulated? We're gonna find out once I figure out where the fitting thing is. There it is. Okay. Come on. There we go. So, personalization. Do I have any? I have no idea. I might have a couple. I've got two. So I've got Zakuri and say, ew. Ew. Pink? Ugh. Might frighten somebody to death. How about the Federation Navy? Oh, yep, okay. Alright, combat we are. Okay, we're going to go with that. Good. Okay, so we got that. Very important. Now, there's a couple different ways, and you guys probably know some other ways too, that you can find a fit that might be useful to you. I'm going to start off really basically, something that I have used in the past when I'm just kind of not sure what to do with a fit. And what I'm going to do is two things. First off, since this is a frigate and it's a level 1 for a basic frigate, there's probably a basic fit out here. So let's see if holes and fits, that's preloaded. I'm going to take a quick gander at that to see what Eve says you should fly. So let's go ahead and we're going to go into frigates and Valente. And we're going to go down here to Tristan. Oh, there's 3 of them? Okay. Now, there's usually... Oh! There's some corp ones here, too. Sweet. Okay. So there's a couple of different ones here. Swift's Faction Warfare Tristan for Dummies. So this one's PvP. Now, with this ship, I'm not going to be doing PvP. This is going to be totally a basic level mission runner. So I don't really need this because if you notice here, it's got a warp disruptor. So not going to really look at that too long. Got a Brawley PvP one again. Same thing. A friend of mine, William Santiana, he sent this over. So this is transverse bulkhead, PvE armor hull. Okay, so this is a short range guns with core probe launcher. Okay, probably to look for combat anomalies, I'm thinking. It's got an afterburner on it with omnidirectional tracking unit, which would help with the drones. And then it's got an extra cap battery on there. I've got a little bit of room here, so this might be a good start, but I think I can actually do a little bit better than this. It's got active armor tank with a damage control 2 on it. So the active armor control is regular, and then we've got drone damage amplifier. So I think this might be a good start here. We've also got an Abyssal Tier Electrical and Swift's Faction Warfare for Dummies. So, again, this one is Faction Warfare for Dummies. This looks like a shield tank, a passive shield tank. This doesn't have any active going on here, but it also has that warp disruptor, so I don't really want that one just yet. Down the road, maybe. This one here is the Abyssal Tier runner. Maybe I might try this one down the road. Now, the only thing with this, if I'm not mistaken, you guys can correct me. I've only done a little bit of Abyssal stuff, but I want to start doing a little bit more. Is, if I remember correctly, drones are not the best ship to actually fly. Drone boats are not good to fly in the Abyss. You can correct me if I'm wrong with that, but feel free to hit me up in the comment section if I'm wrong with that. So I'm not going to really mess with this. So, got this one here. Now, the second thing, and the big thing here I want to look at are the rigs. Not too worried about the guns, even though they're close range. Let's see here. We've got kind of drones in here. Got a bunch of Hornets. That's 8 Hornets. Okay, got it. So if some get blown up, you got them to back you up. What I might want to do is do 5 of a type of drone, and then maybe 3 salvage drones, so I can get a little bit of this that way. And then we've got 4 probe scanners. Okay, so that's to scan down the site, and then the scripting for this. Okay, not a bad little ship. Probably a little bit of growth that I can do with this, but I'm just going to take this one for a test flight. The other thing, well, before I buy it, the other way that you can do this is you can go into Z Killboard. Just pull this up here. Z Killboard. And now there's a lot of different ways you can find pits. You can check out Reddit. You can check in with some of your court mates, that sort of thing. But if you're just flying new to the game, type in Tristan. I'll tell you, it will show you the most recent kills of Tristan's, or most recent kills that involve Tristan's. So if you look here, this Tristan was worth 5.65 million ISK. This one 3.89, but you can actually check these out. Okay, and you can see what they were flying, and maybe take an idea for that for a fit. Now again, a lot of these Tristans are going to be killed in PvP, not PvE, so it might take a little while to find one that's interesting, but you can learn a lot by going through each one of these. I'm going to take a shortcut right now and just go directly into, good, directly into, I'm just going to buy this one. So, I'm in Dodexy, so this shouldn't be too expensive. And we'll roll with this one, and then maybe the next video, or a video down the road, in 1 or 2, I will do a, oh, ha! I've been so focused on this video, I didn't realize my court mates were here. I've been flying solo for so long. So I'm going to end this pretty quickly so I can say hi to them. So let's go ahead, and I know I can buy this. So I think if I hit fit ship. No. I'll say fittings. There's a way that I can. Okay, my brain is not functioning. I want to just do a multi-buy on this fit. Can I right-click on it? View, multi-fit, active ship. Buy all. There it is. Okay, so right-click on it. Just going to do this quickly. Always remember, I don't have to buy the ship. It's going to try to ask me if I want to buy the ship. So let's see how much this basic Tristan fit costs. To about 5 million is 5.6 million. We're going to remove off the actual ship here. Just going to check the pricing here real quick. And even though they're above average in price, they're still, I don't really care too much with this. So somebody's going to make a little bit of money off me. That's cool. We're just going to roll with this. Following price well above, yeah, 250%. I don't care. Fine. Always double check it though, because if you do that, and somebody's put something out there for like 100 million ISK, you got to be real careful. So then I'm going to fit the ship. This is safe fitting. And there's my puppy. There's my ship. We're ready to roll. Do I have ammo? So making sure. Yep, I've got antimatter guns and some Hornets. I'll come back and get some salvage runs if I feel like it. So, simple as that. Now, this is the beginning. Hopefully, I will start progressing a lot faster. I'll do Tristan for a little while, try to get my standings up with Valente and Minotaur agents, and start doing level 3s, level 4s. In the meantime, I'll also start doing some scoutings, stuff like that. I'll keep you guys updated because it's fun. So that's all I've really got for now. I am going to log off here and say hey to my coordinates. You can't see them because they're behind my planet-sized head. I have my corp channel underneath here. So I am going to go ahead and finish this one off. We're already 20, so I talked a lot. All right, so that's all I got for today. Hopefully the next couple videos will be me blowing some stuff up, or at least getting some stuff done. But hey, fly safe, fly dangerously. Have a good one.